Welcome to the Online Digital Marketing Podcast. We'll be discussing marketing strategies, trends, and tips that will help your business succeed in the digital age. Every episode, we'll be interviewing industry professionals and providing valuable insights on how to leverage digital tools for maximum engagement and ROI. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date on the latest trends in online marketing.
Picture this. You're driving 65 miles an hour down the highway.
Right.
You don't touch your phone. You don't take your eyes off the road. You just talk to the empty air in your car and say, find me a roofer in Maui who doesn't overcharge and can come out this week.
Just a completely natural sentence.
Exactly. And within seconds, an AI voice speaks back to you and gives you a single name. Just one. But here is the billion-dollar question that we are unpacking today. How did the AI choose that specific roofer over the 50 others in town?
Yeah, it is the ultimate invisible sorting mechanism. And what's really fascinating is that the vast majority of consumers, and honestly even business owners, they have absolutely no idea how that decision is actually being made behind the scenes.
Right. Well, welcome to today's deep dive. We are exploring a phenomenon that is completely rewiring how local businesses survive and thrive right now.
It's a huge shift.
It really is. Our mission today is to break down a blueprint we've been analyzing.
Yeah.
These materials, they essentially serve as a literal manual for running a modern AI agency.
Yeah, step by step.
We're going to look at how AI is fundamentally changing local search. And, how a new wave of digital marketers is capitalizing on this massive shift in consumer behavior to build incredibly lucrative businesses. So whether you're a small business owner trying to keep the lights on, a marketer looking for an edge, or just someone who relies on digital maps to find a good cup of coffee, this invisible machinery dictates where you spend your money.
Absolutely. And that machinery is evolving at breakneck speed. I mean, we are moving entirely away from the traditional manual keyword searches we've used for the last 2 decades.
The old way of Googling.
Exactly. We are entering the era of what industry insiders call pre-purchasing questions. And these are handled entirely by conversational AI.
So let's start with the catalyst for all of this. Google recently executed this stealth launch of a feature called Ask Maps.
Yeah, quietly rolled out.
Super quietly. About a month prior to the recordings we reviewed, they integrated their AI model Gemini directly into the Google Maps ecosystem and the CarPlay driving experience.
And that integration is the absolute key to understanding the behavioral shift here. I mean, think about the friction involved in the old way of doing things.
Oh, it's exhausting.
Right. You park your car, you pull out your phone, you type in coffee shop, you get a list of 20 places.
Yeah.
Then you have to manually scroll through hundreds of reviews to figure out, if a place has reliable Wi-Fi, or if there's enough seating, or if they have non-dairy milk.
Which takes forever.
It does. You, the user, are doing all the heavy lifting of synthesizing all this conflicting information.
Right. Now compare that to Ask Maps. You're driving, and you just ask out loud, does this cafe have enough outlets for a laptop? And the AI instantly synthesizes the web and customer reviews and just tells you the answer.
Yeah.
It's like having a hyper-knowledgeable local guide sitting right there in your passenger seat.
It really is.
But let me push back on this for a second. We've seen a lot of voice assistants come and go. Is this genuine adoption? Is this actually replacing standard search behavior, or is it just a shiny new toy that people play with once and then they just go back to typing?
Well, if we look at the broader history of consumer technology, convenience is almost always the ultimate winner. Conversational AI removes friction. It does the reading, the filtering, and the synthesizing for you, and it delivers a single, direct answer.
It does the work.
Exactly. When you make it that effortless for a user to get exactly what they want without having to work for it, that behavior doesn't just stick, it accelerates.
Because we're inherently lazy.
Consumers are notoriously lazy in the best possible way. Once they realize they don't have to read through 50 reviews to find out about laptop outlets, they will never go back to doing it manually.
Okay, let's unpack this. Because if consumers are adopting this frictionless search, it creates a massive, immediate ripple effect for the businesses trying to be found.
Huge ripple effect.
Imagine running a pool cleaning business for 20 years. You've always relied on word of mouth, maybe a few basic Google searches. And suddenly your phone stops ringing because an AI in people's car dashboards literally doesn't know you exist.
It's terrifying.
That has to be terrifying. And the blueprint we're reviewing calls this exact feeling AI guilt.
AI guilt is a very real psychological driver right now. It's that quiet, persistent panic that small business owners feel.
Yeah, because they're hearing about it everywhere.
Constantly. They hear about ChatGPT and Gemini on the news. They know everyone else seems to be leveraging it and printing money, but they are incredibly busy just running their day-to-day operations. They have absolutely no idea how to optimize a brick-and-mortar business for a conversational AI model.
And solving that guilt is proving to be incredibly lucrative for the people who do know how.
Oh, massively.
The materials we reviewed included a look at an agency owner's live payment processor, their actual Square account.
Yeah, that was wild to see.
They had collected $15,900 in a single month, just from optimizing local small businesses for AI search.
In 1 month.
1 month. And there was another example of a community member, a guy named Brandon, who landed a recurring deal for $4,997 a month, offering this exact service.
Almost $5,000 a month from one client.
Right. So my question is, are these business owners actually losing money right now by not showing up in Ask Maps? Or are these digital marketers just successfully weaponizing FOMO, the fear of missing out to sell expensive monthly retainers?
It's a combination of both, which is honestly what makes the sales pitch so incredibly effective. The fear is absolutely weaponized by the marketers. They are leaning hard into that AI guilt.
Yeah, poking the bruise.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But to answer your question about whether the fear is justified, yes, it is. Small business owners might not understand the technical mechanics of AI, but they understand foot traffic. They quietly know that if they don't adapt their online visibility to be read by these new models right now, a competitor down the street will figure it out first.
And then they lose the customer.
Yeah. And in a world where the AI only gives the user 1 or 2 recommendations, being third is the exact same as being invisible, they realize they are now entirely reliant on this new AI gatekeeper.
Okay, so if I'm that terrified pool cleaner or that coffee shop owner, how do I actually appease this AI gatekeeper? Let's say I hire one of these agencies. What are they actually doing? Because the materials we reviewed point out a massive misconception about this.
Yeah, what they call the big lie of AI optimization.
Yes, the big lie. Break that down for us.
The big lie is the assumption that you can just pivot straight into AI.
Right.
Business owners think there's some, secret back door.
Yeah.
A special setting they can toggle to suddenly show up in ChatGPT or Gemini.
Right. They assume they need an AI strategy that is completely separate from their existing web presence.
Exactly.
Wait, so I can't just build, an AI-friendly website from scratch?
Not if you want to be found locally. The big lie is that you can bypass traditional Google search. You cannot.
You literally cannot.
Right. To show up in conversational AI, you must first exist and be highly active in a standard Google business profile. If your business isn't claimed, verified, and active there, the AI model simply won't recommend you.
Here's where it gets really interesting. Think of the AI like a brilliant librarian who is completely blind to the outside world.
I like this analogy.
This librarian knows how to speak perfectly, formulate great answers, assist anyone who walks in, but they get all their information from a single legacy filing cabinet.
Yes.
That filing cabinet is your Google business profile. If your business isn't properly cataloged in that cabinet, you simply don't exist to the librarian. They can't see your storefront.
That is a perfect way to visualize it. And to explain why that happens on a technical level, large language models like Gemini are prone to hallucination.
Right, they can just confidently make things up.
Exactly. And to prevent an AI from hallucinating a fake coffee shop and sending a driver to an empty lot, the AI needs a ground truth. It relies on structured legacy data as an anchor.
So it doesn't just invent a business out of thin air.
Exactly. It scrapes existing, verified databases like Google reviews and claim business profiles to formulate those intelligent answers. The AI is only as smart as the traditional search data it feeds on.
Which means you have to feed it very specific data. And ironically, the blueprint we're analyzing got its optimization strategy directly from Gemini's own guided learning feature.
That's the best part.
The AI actually tells you exactly how to optimize for itself. It literally gives you the answers to the test, and it breaks it down into 3 core pillars.
Right. So the first of those pillars is rich profile details. And this goes far beyond just putting in your business name and an address.
Like way beyond.
You have to fill out every single granular field on that Google profile. Categories, updated holiday hours, accessibility options, specific service descriptions. The AI needs massive context to understand exactly what you offer, so it can match you to a highly specific conversational query.
So if a user asks, find me a cafe that's open past 8 p.m. and has wheelchair access. The AI is looking at those specific data fields to filter the results.
Exactly. Which brings us to the second pillar, the review strategy.
Now, this is where my mind was blown, because I always thought reviews were just about the star rating. You want 5 stars so humans trust you. But the AI is doing something entirely different with those reviews, isn't it?
Yes, it is. The star rating obviously still matters, but the AI specifically mines the text within customer reviews for granular details.
The actual words they write.
Yes. It's looking for keywords and context that the business owner might not have even put in their official description.
So if a customer writes a review that says, great coffee, but there are absolutely no outlets to plug in a laptop, the AI instantly learns that fact. And the next time a driver uses Ask Maps to find a laptop-friendly cafe, your business gets filtered out. Not because of your star rating, but because of the context hidden in the text of your reviews.
That's precisely how the sorting mechanism works. It's wild. And the third pillar reinforces all of this. Visual content.
Photos and stuff.
Yeah, the AI is analyzing the photos and posts you upload to your profile. It needs you to frequently update photos to prove the business is still active.
Right.
But it also uses image recognition to understand the atmosphere of the place. It needs visual proof of your up-to-date offerings to confidently recommend you to a user.
Okay, so we have the 3 pillars: rich details, mining the review strategy, and constant visual content. But let's look at the math on this.
To do.
If I'm a digital marketer and I'm charging 20 different coffee shops and roofing companies $500, $2,000 a month for this, I can't physically sit at my desk typing out customized replies to every single review, uploading photos every single day, tweaking hours for dozens of clients.
No, it's impossible.
Doing that for one business is a full-time job. Doing it for 50 is a logistical nightmare. So how are these agencies actually pulling this off?
They aren't doing it manually, not at all. This is where the agency model becomes highly scalable. They utilize an automated tech stack. And the materials we reviewed focus heavily on a specific software platform called GoHighLevel.
Right, I've heard of this. It's essentially an all-in-one marketing dashboard, right?
Correct. It consolidates all these tasks. And the level of automation they are utilizing to manage those 3 pillars is remarkable.
Walk me through it.
First, to handle the rich details pillar, the software provides what are essentially gamified SEO scores.
Gamified?
Yeah. A marketer connects the GoHighLevel software to the client's Google business profile. The software scans the profile and generates a report that says, you have a 14 out of 16 optimization score.
Okay, and how is it calculating that score?
It's literally docking points for missing data. It flags if the hours haven't been confirmed recently, if the business description is too short, or if the photos are older than 30 days.
So it's an automated checklist.
Exactly. It gives the marketer a clear visual checklist of exactly what needs fixing. And more importantly, it proves the value to the client when the marketer gets that score up to 16 out of 16.
Look what I did for you.
Right.
That handles the first pillar. But what about the second pillar? The reviews? You can't just auto-generate fake reviews.
No, absolutely not. But you can automate the response to real ones, and you can automate the solicitation of new ones. GoHighLevel allows marketers to use AI to automatically reply to every single customer review that comes in.
Wow.
So if someone leaves a review saying the pool cleaning service was prompt, the AI reads that context and generates a customized, polite response thanking them for noting the promptness.
But wait, if a user sees a reply pop up 2 seconds after they submit a review, they're going to know it's a bot. People hate that. And Google's spam filters might flag it.
Which is why the software utilizes artificial delays.
No way.
Yes. They program the AI to wait 2, maybe 3 hours before the reply goes live. It mimics human behavior. It makes it look completely natural, like the business owner just sat down with their coffee to check their notifications.
It's clever, but it's a little eerie.
It is a little eerie.
And to actually get those new detailed reviews, they use the software to create what the materials call reputation blasts. Walk me through how that works.
It's a highly effective, frictionless tactic. Let's say you're the pool cleaner. You have a historical list of customers who have paid you over the last 5 years.
Okay.
The marketer takes that list, say, downloading the contacts directly from your Stripe or Square payment accounts. They import that list into the marketing dashboard, and they automatically text or email thousands of your past customers all at once.
And the text doesn't just say, please review us. It includes a direct, customized link that drops the customer right onto the exact Google review page for that business.
Exactly. It removes all the friction.
The customer taps the link on their phone, hits 5 stars, types a quick sentence, and they're done. It's an instant shot in the arm for a business's online reputation. And it floods the AI with all those granular details we talked about earlier.
That's it, exactly. And then for the third pillar, the visual content, they use the software's AI tools to handle all the social media and photo updates. The materials actually demonstrated this live.
Yes, I saw that. They showed a user generating a post to promote a marketing agency in Hawaii.
Right.
They had the AI write 3 different variations of the sales copy. Then they used an AI image generator to create a custom photo of a laptop on a beach. And then they scheduled it to post directly to the Google profile every week for the next month.
Fully automated.
They did all of this without writing a single word or taking a single photograph themselves. But wait a second, hang on.
What?
If an AI is generating the marketing post for the coffee shop, and it's generating the image, and then Google's AI is the one reading that post to recommend the coffee shop to a human driving their car, where are the humans in this?
It's a great question.
Aren't we just creating a bizarre AI echo chamber? I mean, humans aren't even involved in this loop anymore. It's literally just algorithms marketing to other algorithms.
That is the central philosophical tension of this entire digital shift.
It's nuts.
It is. On one hand, you have the undeniable efficiency of automated marketing. It saves the business owner immense amounts of time, it clearly generates revenue, and it ensures a local shop remains visible in a space dictated by tech giants.
Right, they have to do it to survive.
But on the other hand, you are absolutely right. We risk a profound loss of authentic business-to-consumer connection. The human element, the actual voice of the cafe owner or the pool cleaner, is being outsourced to a machine that is optimizing its output for another machine.
We are literally automating the authenticity. It's fascinating and, slightly dystopian.
Just a bit.
Okay, so we understand the tech stack, we understand the psychology of AI guilt, and we know exactly how the 3-pillar playbook feeds the AI gatekeeper. But if you're a marketer, how do you actually find these business owners to pitch these automated services to? I mean, you can't just cold call the yellow pages.
No. In true modern fashion, they use AI for the prospecting as well.
Of course they do.
They explain a very clever prospecting loop that uses Gemini, the very AI they are optimizing for, to scrape Google and build a highly targeted list of local businesses. Specifically, they ask the AI to find businesses that are currently running Google Ads.
Why Google Ads specifically?
The logic is bulletproof. If a business is currently running paid ads, it proves 2 things immediately. First, they have a marketing budget.
Makes sense.
Second, they are actively willing to spend money to be seen online. They just might not know that their traditional search ads are becoming less effective as users shift to Ask Maps.
Oh, that's smart. So once the marketer has this list of high-value targets, the pitch mechanics are highly systematized.
Very systematized.
They run these prospects through the auditing tool we talked about earlier to find their weak spots. There was a specific example in the materials of running a report for a company called Handy Pool Cleaners.
Yeah, that was a great case study.
The auditing tool generated this PDF showing an abysmal score of 44 out of 100 because they had a poor online reputation, old photos, and missing hours.
And armed with that hard data, the marketer doesn't just call and ask for 15 minutes of their time. They send a highly targeted, highly contextual cold email that addresses the problem perfectly.
The hook for that email is brilliant. They send something along the lines of, quick question, I was looking for pool cleaners in your area and noticed you guys aren't showing up in the new AI responses. Want me to fix that for you?
It immediately triggers that exact AI guilt we discussed.
Oh, instantly.
It points out a very specific modern pain point that the business owner probably didn't even know they had until the exact second they read that email. And then it offers an immediate, painless solution.
So what does this all mean for you listening to this right now? Well, it's a look behind the curtain of modern digital sales. You are seeing the invisible machinery of how local businesses are being evaluated, pitched, and ultimately optimized for the next generation of search.
Exactly. To synthesize all of this, the shift from manual search to conversational AI features is not a passing fad. It is a fundamental rewiring of consumer behavior.
Absolutely.
And as a result, a massive new middleman economy is springing up overnight. These digital marketers are building highly lucrative agencies simply by bridging the knowledge gap between anxious small business owners and these new, incredibly powerful AI gatekeepers.
Yeah. Whether you are the marketer selling these services, the business owner buying them to stay afloat, or just the driver at 65 miles an hour relying on Ask Maps for a coffee recommendation, you are now fully informed on the invisible machinery at play. You know exactly why that specific roofer or cafe was recommended to you. But I want to leave you with one final lingering question to mull over.
Go for it.
We talked earlier about that expectation of a map being clean and objective, but if the entire future of local search is dictated by an AI that relies almost entirely on heavily engineered, AI-generated business posts and aggressively solicited automated 5-star reviews, well, how long will it take before consumers realize the AI's recommendations are artificially inflated? Will this bizarre AI echo chamber ultimately force us to completely abandon AI search altogether and find a completely new way to discover authentic local businesses? Food for thought.
Ready to take your online business to the next level? Subscribe to our digital marketing podcast and then join our Accountability for Success Mastermind. With expert advice from industry leaders, you'll gain knowledge and insights that will help you succeed in today's digital marketing world. From social media strategies to search engine optimization, we have all the tools you need. Learn from successful entrepreneurs and take control of your online success. Join the Accountability for Success Mastermind now at bit.ly/AFSM podcast.